They are probably the most recognizable vehicles on the road today. In the world of auto design, they are meant to stand out in a crowd no matter where they go. They are corporate logo vehicles, moving advertisements for everything from peanuts to cereal. When these cars hit the highway, they not only command the road's attention, they own it. Perhaps the most famous corporate logo vehicle can be described only as a hot dog of gargantuan proportions. It's known as the Wienermobile, the famous fiberglass dog in a bun that has for decades been amazing drivers and drawing crowds wherever it goes. This particular version of the Wienermobile is named Yummy. Its two-person crew, Nicole and Chris, are recent college graduates who must have the most unique job on the road. Not only do these guys get to travel all over the country, they make dozens of stops along the way at charity events, schools, large gatherings, anywhere they can draw a crowd and have some fun.
All right, I want you to say cheesy weenies.
Cheesy weenies.
All right.
The Wienermobile is 11 feet high, 27 feet long, 8 feet wide, and weighs 10,000 pounds. Underneath it all is the chassis and engine of a General Motors W4 cab-over truck. And how is it for you to drive this?
It's actually really easy.
Yeah?
Pretty similar to driving a van. It's 27 foot long, so you kind of have to watch the parking on that. But other than that, drives really simple.
At a beach parking lot in Santa Barbara, California, it didn't take long for the Wienermobile to draw a crowd. What's the attraction? Remember the Weiner whistles?
We got a weenie whistle!
These inch-long blow toys in the shape of the Wienermobile have been an Oscar Meyer staple for decades. How many whistles do you think they've given out through the years?
Millions.
Millions. And how many whistles will this vehicle hold?
10,000 weenie whistles can fit back in our storage area.
10,000 Weiner whistles can fit in the back storage area,
Yes.
and it is a question on
Trivial Pursuit, perhaps.
Trivial Pursuit. Oh, perhaps?
Perhaps.
I thought you told me it was a question.
Okay, it might be.
It might be. Carl G. Meyer, nephew of the company's founder, first created the Wienermobile in 1936. The Wienermobile was a fixture on the streets of Chicago, promoting Oscar Mayer's new German-style wieners. In 1958, the Wienermobile was redesigned with a bubble nose cockpit. By the 1980s, a fleet of 10 Franks toured not only the United States, but Canada, Spain, and Japan. Since its inception, more than a half dozen designers and fabrication companies have contributed to making the Wienermobile what it is today. Across the country, in Baltimore, Maryland, another corporate vehicle is causing a stir. Your eyes are not deceiving you. This is the Hershey Kissmobile. And believe me, the young people who drive this car have no problem telling you just how sweet their job is.
It's the sweetest ride in America.
Kissmobile travels all over the country, and we go to parades, festivals, events. We've been asked to attend people's proms. We've actually chauffeured a couple to their wedding.
Everywhere the Kissmobile goes, it draws attention.
Your reactions are absolutely priceless.
Get some of them kisses.
You will be driving down the street, and next thing you know, you'll see somebody hanging out of their sunroof with a $600 video camera just to get a glimpse of the Kissmobile. So everybody gets extremely, extremely excited, and then we get excited as well.
Though it says chocolate, this car actually is roadworthy.
All three Hershey's Kisses, including the side here, is all made out of fiberglass. It's epoxy fiberglass, so it's a special make. And this coating right here is actual industrial-sized tinfoil that they use to wrap it with before they put the laminate and the coats of paint on. This is actual tinfoil that's used to make it really authentic, like the actual Hershey's Kiss.
But is that chocolate I smell?
We have a little Hershey's crockpot under here that actually emanates chocolate scent, the Hershey's chocolate scent. So anytime you get close to the vehicle, you can actually smell Hershey's Kisses in the air.
And yes, there are kisses on board.
This is the sweetest part of the Kissmobile. It's where we store all of our chocolate. The Rich Dark Kiss is actually an entire refrigerated unit so that we're able to carry our chocolate across the country and keep it cold. There's approximately 230,000 Hershey Kisses stored in our Hershey Kiss refrigerator. That's almost a ton of chocolate.
Believe it or not, there's no special license needed to drive the Kissmobile, though Hershey puts their chocolate ambassadors through a week of Kiss driver training.
We definitely did a lot of training. There was no way Hershey was going to send us out in the Hershey's Kissmobile without a lot of hardcore training, because it's not every day that you're driving something this big.
The Kissmobile, which was first built in 1997, is 25.5 feet long and almost 12 feet high. Its curved windshield gives a wide range of vision, and there's a video camera in the back to help the driver see what's behind the 3 massive kisses. Like the Wienermobile, there is a GM W4 cab-over truck chassis and engine under the mountain of chocolate. One of the jobs of the Kissmobile is to take the Hershey spirit to people who need a little pick-me-up. How do they do it?
Alright, here you go. And on the count of 3, you want to say kisses, okay? It always makes the picture turn out a little weird.
I don't think the kids in this hospital have ever seen anything like this. Up next, we'll go behind the scenes to see how an old dog is made new again. You're watching Shifting Gears on the History Channel. We now return to Shifting Gears. For decades, corporate logo vehicles have roamed the nation's highways, celebrating America's love of cars and the consumer culture. But where do you go when you want a corporate logo vehicle made? One answer: Prototype Source in Santa Barbara, California. Here, rolling advertisements are conceived, built, and refurbished. And surprisingly, some major auto manufacturers come to this little shop to have their concepts built. These guys even made the prototype for the redesigned Volkswagen Beetle. Pfizer, Flea and Tick make it? Company owner Bruce Brackman said he and his designers create drawings of concept vehicles, which are then turned into 3-dimensional models and eventually will become rolling advertisements on wheels.
Sometimes a client will call us and they'll have a complete idea of what they want, and other times it'll be a marketing company that's going to represent the client that has sort of a plan of a new product they're going to introduce or something. So they might have an idea. A lot of times they have no idea at all. They just saw the Wienermobile, they want something like it. What can we do for them?
Inside the garage, this Wienermobile is getting a top-down refurbishing, one that's done about every 250,000 miles. They're taking it apart, putting in all new accoutrements, and making the old dog look new again.
This started life as a General Motors W4. It's a cab-over type chassis, which we took the cab off, but it has the new 6-liter V8 that GM has just come out with. It's a dynamite motor, and it's sitting a little bit farther back. I like this chassis because it's a very upright seating position, and all of the controls and everything are modular. I can move them anywhere I want and package them wherever I want. So everything is pretty far back in here, and of course you can see we mount the fiberglass body right to that chassis.
I feel like I'm in a spaceship.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of got an interior that's kind of like being in a small airplane. It has room for 6. We've got 2 rows of 3, and it has a lot of features. It's going to have GPS in it this time and a lot of the up-to-date navigational systems.
Check out the carpet they're putting inside. Patches of red and yellow colors will look like ketchup and mustard splattered on the floor. It'll take 3 months to finish, but when this wiener rolls again, it will be the proudest dog in the Oscar Mayer pack.